Have you ever wondered about the origin of mermaids? Where do they come from and how did they arise? These stunning mythological beings, half woman and half fish, have fascinated humanity for centuries. In this video, we will explore the legends and stories involving mermaids, from ancient Greek myths to modern interpretations. Let's discover the cultures that contributed to this mystical figure and uncover the secrets behind their enchanting songs and mysterious appearances in the seas around the world. Let's now dive deep into the universe of these mythological beings that stir our imagination. First, mermaids have been documented in various ancient cultures, each attributing them distinct names, but all sharing a similar appearance. Many people wonder how these mythological beings were born and how real mermaids actually are. Mermaids have their origin in the Bible, specifically in a book that was banned, called the Book of Enoch. Let's take a moment to explain something so you can understand how the whole story involving mermaids began. Between 1947 and 1956, the Dead Sea Scrolls were discovered, a collection of ancient texts of great historical and religious importance. These texts were found in a series of 11 caves near Qumran, in the West Bank, near the Dead Sea. These ancient scrolls contain several biblical texts that we know today, including the books of Genesis and Isaiah. But what many did not expect is that these scrolls would also contain fragments of texts that mention or reference a book that was banned from the Bible, called the Book of Enoch. Because it contains apocalyptic visions, discussions about mystical creatures, detailed views of heaven, fallen angels, and the final judgment, this book ended up being excluded from the Bible. This secret book speaks of various mystical creatures and covers topics that the Holy Bible does not fully explore. The mermaids, which we will talk a lot about in this video, are depicted in the Book of Enoch. Now let's reveal, in detail, what the Book of Enoch has to say about mermaids. The story begins with a group of angels known as the Watchers. These angels, observing from heaven, were impressed by the beauty of the women here on earth. They couldn't resist and ended up coming down to earth to mate with them. From this profane union between the angels and women, giant beings were born, known as Nephilim, mentioned in Genesis 6 verses 1 to 4. However, this relationship was forbidden in the eyes of God. As a result, these angels who had relations with women on earth paid a high price for this profane union. According to the Book of Enoch, these fallen angels, known as the Watchers, were imprisoned in dark places awaiting final judgment. The Nephilim were wiped out from the earth in a great flood, and the women who had relations with the angels were cursed and transformed into mermaids. Enoch 19:2 says, "But as for their women, those who were led astray by the Watchers, they shall become sirens." Traditionally, sirens are mythological figures often depicted as beings half woman, half fish. In other traditions, like the Greek one, they are portrayed as half woman, half bird. They are known for luring sailors with their enchanting song to cause shipwrecks. Originally, mermaids were ordinary women who lived here on earth, but they were cursed due to their relationship with the Watcher angels, and from then on, they became these mythological beings, half human, half fish. They are far from being as beautiful as they are often portrayed. They are horrible creatures with a demonic appearance. The Bible mentions that in the new earth there will be no oceans, perhaps because in the depths of the oceans dwell these demonic marine spirits. In Revelation 21 verse 1, it says, "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea." Sightings of mermaids have been reported for centuries and appear in many cultures around the world. In 1493, Christopher Columbus reported seeing 3 mermaids off the coast of Hispaniola, present-day Dominican Republic and Haiti. He described the creatures as not being as beautiful as they were said to be and more like men. More recently, in 2012, in Zimbabwe, several workers building dams reported seeing mermaids, which they claimed were haunting the construction sites. These aquatic humanoid creatures very likely survived the Great Flood. After all, their natural habitat is water. This could explain why there are still so many sightings today. First-hand accounts from various people prove that these beings are indeed demonic, as they lure people from their boats to the depths of the ocean with their song. They are also described as having a terrifying appearance and supernatural abilities like telepathy and hypnosis. With completely black eyes, sharp teeth, gills on their faces, and webbed fingers, mermaids have sparked fascination and fear throughout the centuries. In some cultures, it is said that if you see a mermaid, it can bring great wealth into your life. However, in others, it is mentioned that if you see one of these creatures, you are very likely to be dragged to the bottom of the ocean. Therefore, I conclude that if these creatures have been documented for thousands of years and many sightings have been reported over the centuries, there is no way this is just a legend. Leave a comment if you have seen or know someone who has seen a mermaid. I would love to read what you have to say about this subject. I'm signing off now. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. For more videos like this, just click on any of the cards here on the screen. Stay with God and see you next time.